Hi, welcome to today's video. This is going to be a general collective reading. We're going to be doing 3 piles and we're going to kind of do like a pick a card reading, but it's just the general energy you're sitting in and aligning with the kind of, how would I put this? Like the path that fits you the most, what would make today a day that's for you out of everyone in the world. There's a lot of people in the world. Okay, so we're gonna start with pile 1 and I'm gonna draw a card from each pile, and that will be the kind of indicator of the pile. So whatever, I guess, card resonates with you, we're gonna go with that. So this is pile 1. Letting go will also show the trust you have with yourself. And it is backwards, so you get some practice reading backwards. All right, pile 2. As well. And if you want, look in the description box or comment section, and I should have the time stamps so you can jump ahead if you want. Pile 2, I am aligned with energies that heal my past and grow my future. It's cool. Okay, and then pile 3. I'm already getting like a read of pile 3, just energy wise. There we go. It is safe to express my authenticity for pile 3. Okay, so yeah, let's get to the piles. Okay, we're starting with pile 1. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so we have letting go will also show the trust you have with yourself. This is all about the trusting in terms of the catch, or release and catch is what I want to say. Catch and release, right? Well, that too. So there's this thing of always knowing that whatever is for you will always come to you. It will always be attracted to you. There will always be opportunities for you to have whatever it is that you're letting go come back into your life. And when it comes back into your life, this is what's cool. It fits more with you and your authentic self. And so when you let go, the form of you is going to be different compared to when that comes back, whatever it is that you let go. You insert the details, okay? Like Mad Lib style, like a whole freaking paragraph, right? You insert whatever you need to. But there's something about how when it's like this inner knowing of when things need to be let go, it's this telling of yourself to something about seeing what's on the other side of once you let this go. Okay, I have so many unconditional, loving and accepting people in my life. Okay. Oh, now I don't know really if this is about like love, but this does make me think of letting go of I'm getting something about thinking a certain type of person is going to fulfill you in the way of love, right? There's something about, in general, letting go of focus of everyone else, and you focus on yourself when it comes to fulfilling yourself with like self dates or going and buying yourself things where you would do that for someone else. You know, if you were dating someone else, you would be spending time and energy focused on them. Replace it with you like looking at yourself in the mirror, right? Replace it with you, right? There's something about that is what is being let go, letting go. The first card that came out, that's what's really being kind of released, is something to do with this idea, belief around what or who an unconditional and loving person is. Okay. My aura is so angelic. All right. So you're definitely someone, maybe, I don't know, you know, I don't want to assume, but I'm getting some about balancing the inside and then seeing it come outside. When you notice that you're starting to get like frustrated or grumpy, like your mindset is starting to get more pessimistic and you're starting to focus on the details, right? There's something about taking a step back and allowing yourself to release whatever it is that you're focusing on and allowing yourself to like take a deep breath and cleanse. Oh my gosh. So as I said that, looking out of my window, I can see like this tree, and I'm on the second floor, so I'm pretty high up. There's a really cute raccoon that has made its home in one of the like holes in the trees. And so it's kind of cute. I see its little foot poking out. It's like sunbathing. I don't know why, but if that means anything, that's for you, okay? Like a little raccoon foot poking out, enjoying that sun. That's funny. It kind of makes me think though of like, in places where you would get pessimistic, you're starting to find ways to enjoy, even though it is frustrating, right? There's something about those frustrating moments where you get like caught up in the moment so much that you become the frustration instead of releasing it as if it's like farting. Okay, hear me out, right? Have you ever crop dusted? Let me tell you, I crop dust. I don't care. Like, go ahead. I get crop dusted too. Like, we all get crop dusted. But that's something about what it is that you're like focused on. It's like instead of holding it in, you release it. And yeah, it might be cruddy, but there's something about allowing yourself to release it, allows yourself to get back to what really is important for you in the moment. Period. We have healthy empathy and toxic empathy. So yeah, like there might be times, pile one, and I'm gonna leave this at I'm gonna leave the reading, or you're like reading pile one at this. There is looking to be certain situations that you're in right now where it's needing to be released in order for you to be refreshed. And imagine as if like you put on deodorant at the beginning of the day, you know, you work hard, you're doing your job, you come to find you're a little stinky, so you got to reapply. That's kind of like with your brain, with your focus, the optimism and the pessimism. When you go through the frustrating moments of like life and the day-to-day business, there's something about needing to release and find time for you to kind of like purge out the pessimism and kind of get back to the main kind of important focus in the now, which is like you in the now. Because usually with those things of getting like you frustrated, like getting you pessimistically frustrated, those are of the past, and that isn't as important as the now, what you're focused on. So when you do, right, refresh, you're going to realize, oh, there's other things I need to focus on. And, you know, I'm going to, I don't know, something about allowing yourself to just be satisfied with what you have in terms of like releasing and then focusing and on something else that for some reason is coming out to be a bit more important. But yeah, it's like that kind of frustration is needing to be looked at, the feeling of frustration, and kind of like how it kind of seems like an Alice in Wonderland hole of like, it gets you pretty pessimistic quickly, and that's okay. But I'm getting that there's opportunities to release that pessimism so you can focus on something else that might help you feel a bit more elated, a bit more uplifted, a bit more like I love life, instead of like life is so dreary and life is so drab and like it's like rainy. Now you're like a raccoon sunbathing in a tree, like just chilling and doing nothing but enjoying life, enjoying the sunny rays of life. So yeah, so that is your reading, pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope that this reading has helped and supported you and guided you to a more resolving, kind of clarifying clarity of what's up in essence of what you're sitting in. Okay, for energy. You know, there's so many things I could say. I jumble, I ramble, and I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to pile 2. I will see you if you want to go to pile 2 or 3. I'll see you then. If not, thank you so much for stopping on by, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Okay, hello pile 2, welcome to your video. I have for your card, I am aligned with energies that heal my past and grow my future. Okay. I definitely got this taking some kind of moment and more than anything looking around and seeing what's happening. Something about releasing focus in your mind and gaining more so clarity of what's up in your 3D reality. Yeah. We have, I am open and receptive to all the good and abundance the universe has to offer. Okay. And then we have, I release the need to control my present environment. Okay, so the first card being about aligning, and it's being about, and it talks about healing the past and growing your future. Something about how the goals involve the past and present, but the focus and the action and a lot, like 99% is in the present. It's in the present of what you're focused on in the present. It's what you feel in the present. It's in terms of reacting and releasing in the present, especially with thoughts I'm getting. There's something about leading yourself on in terms of thinking that certain subject matter, right, that comes up in your brain is really important. And it is, absolutely. Everything in terms of what comes up in your brain is absolutely important, okay? Important. But is it pertinent right now? Is it something of a priority to really focus on right now? Or is it something that you can put kind of to the back burner? Because there are some things, or in essence of, you could release it too, okay? You could choose to just say, you know, I'm satisfied with thinking of this thought. I choose to release it right now and choose to release it from my focus. And then something about allowing yourself to just imagine it to kind of leave your body, leave your mind, and having that control in terms of your mind in the present moment. Because pile 2, I'm getting that you are very much so a like thinking, leading kind of person. Like what leads you in terms of acting is really what is in your mind of your thoughts. And there are feelings that motivate certain thoughts that make you want to act like right then. And I'm getting that there needs to be some type of discernment, filtering kind of process. Like think of a Brita water kind of container where it filters and purifies the water so that when you drink it, it's like aligned, if you will, so that it's suitable for your body to intake it in like a really healthy way, I guess. Like it purifies the toxins, the extra bits that you don't need. And the patience, right, in terms of acting on your thoughts. This discernment is a way for you, like your thoughts are going, right? And they're like, basically think of it as like a tunnel, I guess, where your thoughts go through a tunnel and they come out and you act however the thoughts are like leading. So the discernment is like the tunnel. And so your thoughts go through the tunnel and they get filtered. And it's kind of like the filtering is releasing the thoughts that are not a priority and renewing with the thoughts that are a priority, are important in the present moment. And you will find that there will be certain thoughts that will be important, that will keep popping up, you know, and maybe they're not thoughts that are so loud and like so intense, but they're still there. And then there are going to be other thoughts that you're like releasing, and for some reason you don't think about it anymore. And then there are other thoughts that kind of are like the lessons that you need to know, the lessons you need to understand and get to know when it comes to growing your character. We have, I am unconditionally loved and accepted. I wonder if something to do with who you are as an individual has to do with how you think or your thoughts. And this like processing filter is a way for you to balance out and align, so that in the past when you like struggled at certain things, you find that you can balance, so you can align with outside life and still find balance within yourself. Because it's so nice to be able to be at ease with who you are and still vibe with outside like social settings. We have sixth house health. Yeah, definitely, very much so. You know, I don't know if like going out, when you like go out to social settings, if you get really like overstimulated, or if your mind just goes and goes and goes, or you know, you go through different experiences with like strangers or acquaintances where you're not really so used to their personality. Something about how it like stays with you, like these odd experiences, and for some reason it's like what isn't for you in those interactions stay with you via these thoughts, where if you use this certain discerning filtering process, and it's in the patience, right, of how you handle your thoughts. Like I'm getting something about literally if you can write down word for word these thoughts, okay? Brain dump, something about literally like having it out in a way where you have to take time to like get it out, you know? I'm kind of also getting like with art, how it takes time for you to create your masterpiece, no matter what kind of art you're attempting to make, right? No matter what type of art the art is. So, AKA creatively express these thoughts in a patient way allows yourself to understand what about within these thoughts is for you, and what about within these thoughts you can release. Imagine that, like, because I am getting that they're pretty heavy in terms of like just your understanding of what life is. And once you're able to really balance out the way you handle your thoughts, I'm getting that life will be so much more kind of easier to balance out, because you're going to be balancing out within yourself. And yeah, once you figure out within yourself, everything outside, even if it's chaotic, if you can, like, still be able to find a way to, like, still find that peace within. And that's like that patient discernment. Yeah. Okay, so we have one more card for you, pile 2, and that is going to be your reading. The people in my world are of union and inclusivity. Okay, so pile 2. I did mention a little bit earlier about social settings and how you might take almost like, think of it as like mud, okay? You just went mudding, you know? You just drove your car through some muddy hills and had a heck of a time, but got all muddy, right? You had so much fun in these social settings, but you leave and in your mind, it's clutter, clutter, clutter. And so it's like it's such a beautiful process I see, a long one, okay? Let me just say, it's not going to be a jump, skip, and you're there. It's going to be like over and over again. You're going to have to figure this out. There is a way though, okay? We'll see if I can like read about it one day. But what I'm saying, pile 2, is that there's something very beautiful that is like blossoming with your way of handling your thoughts and how fast you either respond or react to those thoughts. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, pile 2. I really hope that this has helped support you, has helped guide you, has supported me guiding you. I don't know, whatever. I just really hope that this clarified some stuff for you. And know that life, there will always be tomorrow. No matter how what's up today is, okay, there will be tomorrow. All right. I hope that, I hope that you had a good time listening to this. I'm gonna go. But yeah, thank you for joining me. If you want to check out pile 1 or pile 3, feel free to do so. Or if you want to check out any other video, absolutely check that out. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Bye, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm really excited to have you here. I just want to take a minute to drink some water, and then we'll get right to your pile. Your card is, it is safe to express my authenticity. We'll take a moment, think about that as I take a drink. Okay, welcome. So definitely about the comfortability of being oneself, and it feels weird. Okay, let me tell you, it is a weird form to be in. If no one has told you that being your authentic self is going to come natural like that, it's not. It is not. Especially if you grew up in a situation where you could not be your authentic self in a safe manner, absolutely it's going to feel uncomfortable. Doesn't mean though that you are not safe now expressing yourself. It looks to be that you are safe. And so it's this catch-22, funny enough, of going through things in the past and having, and it's okay first and foremost that this happens. It is a blessing and a curse as a human being, where we go through the past and it's scary, you know, it's kind of startling of like, it makes us think that it's not okay for us to express ourselves in this certain way because someone else reacted in a way that made us feel unsafe. Okay? You're not alone in terms of struggling, debating with yourself, in terms of having that feeling, but not knowing what to do. You know, you're like, okay, and so the key thing is you got to take control of your focus, of your perspective, of self, of yourself, right? You're looking to others in terms of helping you feel like, yeah, that, look at the card, I am always safe. This is about you taking back you, instead of going on autopilot, you are now on manual, okay? I don't know if you know how to drive a manual stick shift or whatever. A stick shift, is that what? I don't. Obviously I don't, because I don't know what it's called, but a stick shift, right? So this is you in times when you feel like, unless you are not safe, right? Unless you are not safe. In times of you feeling like you're being reminded of the past, right? In the present moment, you know you're safe, right? There's something about taking that initiative to affirm to yourself, I am always safe. To affirm to yourself and remind yourself and empower yourself that you are safe being yourself in the present moment. Okay, now this is going to be a discerning moment for you people, okay? Please, I will not be the one to tell, because I am not you. You are the one to tell, all right? So when it comes to, because you're going to have to go through these trials and errors of, yeah, you might have a little bit of like, ooh, that was like not a little bit, that was not that safe, right? That did not feel that comfortable. That did not feel that safe. There's something within it, right? When you get to a place where you are safe, and I am saying safe as if you can like be at peace, right? Because if you're not at peace, there needs to be something about you diving into how can you find peace, okay? But I'm getting at the very beginning of this reading, okay, pile 3, is that this is about you feeling comfortable, being yourself in the present moment, your authentic self, and feeling so comfortable you feel safe. Because I went on a little bit like, oh, and there's something about how it's like, you'll know for sure if you're safe or not. And right now I'm getting that you feel safe. Right now I'm getting that you feel like you want to experiment and you want to see what it is that your authentic self is, and you want to express your authentic self. And so I'm getting that in times when you feel unsafe, to first go within and to first, you know, send a prayer for yourself, say a prayer for yourself, do however you need to, have like a mantra, have something to get your focus to, oh yeah, in the present moment, it is entirely different than the past, okay? That's, I guess, more than anything what I wanted to like bring up when I went off like a little bit, was like, in the past, it brought up whatever it brought up, however it brought up. In the present, it is entirely different than the past. Now, I'm not saying that the present is not cleared of the past. No, there's patterns of the past within the tapestry of the present, you know, and whatever is unraveling in the present is going to be whatever the future present will be, okay? But the past, does tell a story, and it's important to listen and honor to that story. And these feelings, these, like the thoughts that make you feel unsafe, or something about like what you know is making you feel unsafe, really asking yourself if you're able to find other ways to express yourself in an authentic way where it is that you're fully feeling safe. Because it is like, I am getting that you are like you're doing the best you can, like you're doing, there's nothing more that you can do, right? It's like more so a maneuvering of like, there's more opportunities and there's more things around you that will help you in terms of feeling safe expressing your authenticity, because that's the ultimate thing, is finding a way for you to express your authenticity where it's like that's what you can focus on. Because I'm getting that you're also kind of clouded, besides feeling safe, you're also clouded with kind of doubt and insecurity of like, am I really safe? And there's something about you needing or having a process of reminding yourself that you are safe that will allow yourself to have that kind of implementation. Ooh, that's a word. I don't even know if that's a word. But that way for you to remind yourself and feel it, like, and have that moment in that present moment, right? And that's really important, because the more moments you have, the more you're going to be able to be like a master of this type of moment, if you will. And each moment's going to be different, but it's going to be similar enough, almost like thread with the tapestry, where it'll like form the picture. Because like a picture is not all just like, well, sometimes it's all one color, but like for the details you're gonna need different, like you're gonna need like a different kind of like a different kind of color for the detail. So that's kind of what these different moments are, really. So we have some more cards and then I'm gonna wrap it up, and I really appreciate you being with me, pile 3. So we have nurturing. We have I let go of fear. We have 11th house, hopes, wishes, friendships. And we have my mind is full of brilliant ideas. Okay. So I wonder though, in terms of, I wonder if it's like an insecurity is where this like, yeah, okay. Because now that like at the end of your reading, pile 3, my throat chakra is like a bit scratchy, like kind of fussed with, and that's okay, because you know it's important to be well-rounded with your throat chakra, right? But there's something about expressing your authentic self. The more you do it, the more, how would I put this? You will go through uncomfortable moments, okay? You will go through those uncomfortable times where you're on that spotlight and you expressing yourself and you being yourself, and you being your authentic self. Something about your character will be kind of ridiculed, or it will be kind of like the attention grabber of people who are insecure themselves. That's where I'm getting this kind of like unsafe energy is coming from, more than anything else, is insecurities from others who lack that connection to their own self-expression, where you hold in essence of having enough experience and enough moments for you to like get that wave of self-expression, because it is like a whole different like riding a whole different wave. Like you're your own salmon in your own stream, getting up your own kind of hill sort of thing. And it's kind of like all the clutter and everything of the other salmon is because they see you in your own stream and you're like enjoying yourself. And it's kind of like what I'm getting, that kind of doubt or that feeling of unsafeness when you express your self, like self-expression. That is like clutter from others' insecurities where they don't really know what to do with. And for some reason, they kind of want to make you out to be like this, like, I don't know, like sore eye sort of thing, but you're literally the artwork. Like you're literally the Mona Lisa. You're the reason why people come and pay money to go to the Louvre or whatever it's called. Louvre. It's the pyramid French museum. No, I'm so off, but you know what I mean. So yeah, like you are a showstopper, like stand out. You show people how it's done, when it's done, and those kind of interferences I'm getting with you expressing your self-expression, you expressing yourself, pile 3, it's like just kind of helping you work through understanding where it is you're in the present moment and where it is you're in the past moment and where it is you're in the future moment. Like what moment you're feeling or whatever that's coming to your mind when you're self-expressing, and is it really like now, or is it in the past, or is it in the future? Wow, confusing, isn't it? Right? Like, I don't know, but it is what it is. You know, this whole self-expression is not something that's really integrated into society. Like it's not like we have people going to school and learning about it. It's like everyone's doing it every single day, kind of living their own life. And that's the whole expression of self, is like them literally living life day to day sort of thing. Because yeah, if you're like really feeling like, am I my authentic self? Am I being my authentic self? You just being is the authentic self. Okay. And what it is that makes you feel doubt within you being not good enough, that literally is what needs to be released, because that is the doubt itself. Crazy enough. So anyway, I hope this helped you, pile 3. I hope that this guided you, supported you on the endeavors of life, on the adventures in which you will go forth day to day in terms of you, your self-expression, your authenticity, what you can bring to the table. Because guess what? You can bring something really juicy and you'll one day find it. You'll get that juiciness going. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna leave you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to, or if you feel called to, feel free to choose pile 1 or pile 2 or both. It's up to you. I will see you in another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Goodbye.